Little black book, you know what time it is. 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 Time it is.
Awesome God, mighty God, we give you praise. Awesome God, you are. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, listen, guys, welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. We are talking to you about being 25 plus and still ain't a millionaire. This is part of my series of being 25 plus and some of the things I've experienced, some of the things I'm feeling and fearing. Okay, so if you're not 25 plus, yeah, you can still watch. Not a problem. Anyway, listen. So we're talking to you about today 25 plus and still ain't a millionaire. Okay, being a male in 2018, there is a pressure which I believe has existed since the dawn of time, which is to provide. And I think being somebody who understands relationships, who understands dynamics of relationships, understanding how power struggles happen, which I'll have a video out soon, or if it's not already out already, power struggles, how they happen. I understand the weight and the value of finances and how that ties into manhood. Okay, since the dawn of time, man has been responsible for providing for the family. Now we're in 2018 where women can also provide, but the sole responsibility, no woman wants a man that can't provide. Let's be real, let's just be honest, there are a few and far in between who do, but most women want their man to provide. Okay, now there is a pressure in the sense of, it's not necessarily to be a millionaire, but there's a pressure in the sense of not making enough money. And what I mean by that is not making enough money in order so that I can live the life that I'd want to lead, the best life. You understand? You know, I need to make some money that will allow me to be free. You know, that allow me to, you know, get on some planes and not think about it. You know, to have a holiday and not have to put on a credit card. You know what I mean? Because we're in a generation where we put things on credit cards. We take loans out so we can go and get a car. I mean, I don't want to have to do that. You know what I mean? But if it comes down to it, it comes down to it. But if I had that kind of money where I don't have to take a loan, that'd be sweet. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get into that. That's a pressure for me in itself. It's internal, and it's also external in the sense of when you're on social media, all you see is females talking about, I need a man that does this, da, 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 da. Or when you even see that a man's done something for a girl, oh, I want to, I can't wait to have a man that will, you know, buy you, you know, Michael Kors watch and all this stuff, bare different things for the Valentine's Day, and it's just Valentine's Day, and automatically those things there, whether you subscribe to them or not, do start to add up and produce an image of how you think a male should be. And I think at 25 plus, I mean, I'm in a career job where I'm in banking at the moment. I earn 20k plus. I don't earn that much. I'm not even at the 30k limit. And that in itself is a problem, because even to think for housing is 4 point something times whatever your salary is. So if you deep it, I can only get really at the moment maybe a 100k house at the most. You understand? And I live in an area where houses are no longer cheaper than 100 and something k. So I'm definitely not getting a house in this place. So I have to move out. So you have to kind of deep it as well, and then the time as well to get a deposit. Like, it's just, fam, there's so many different things that are attacking your brain at this particular moment that I'm not deep in, that are affecting me, that are attacking my mind and my mindset as a male. You know what I'm saying? And the pressures are different for females than they are for males, in the sense of what we say society holds as an image for us. And I think for me being 25 and not earning a certain amount, I believe, yes, there is a pressure for me. Because like I said, there's an image I have in my head. I mean, when I was younger, I thought to myself, I'm gonna, by 25, I'm gonna have me a bachelor pad. I'm gonna have me a swimming pool in the pad. I'm gonna be living in Chelsea. You know, I'm gonna be living in a big ass house. I'm gonna be having a great job. I'm gonna have the wife that's sexy. You know, I come downstairs in the morning, the pancakes are ready. And my kids sit on an open plan kitchen on their table as they are going to school. You know, as maybe even the nanny texts them because me and my wife are too busy to take them. You know what I mean? Like, I had this image in my head of just how it would be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm single and I ain't married and I ain't got the job that has that kind of pay at the moment, but I'm working towards it, you know what I'm saying? And I guess I fall into that bracket of potential. And we were discussing this actually about this potential tag, yeah? Like, and I guess in some sense I would fall in that potential. Obviously I'm working towards, striving towards get to a better place, and I always thank God because Like, I believe that even the job that I got now, listen, fam, man was working at McDonald's for 6 years, yeah. I had a degree, don't get twisted. But I didn't know where to apply, what I'm gonna do. I didn't know what I was really good at in terms of actually doing stuff. I studied business studies, but it's not just simple enough to go and get a job in business. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just work like that. And there was pressure for me because the first 2 years, I am applying for everything just to get out of McDonald's. Everything. I'm talking about B&Q. I'm talking about Tesco's. I'm talking about Curry's. I'm talking about Vodafone. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, before I even went to banking. And by God's grace, I applied for several banks, and several banks accepted me as a cashier. So I'm kind of explaining a little bit of what I've been to yet, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I've kind of progressed now. I've been a personal banker and everything. I'm trying to progress and go further again. But it's obviously been a journey. And I guess at this particular time of point right now, if someone was to marry, I'm still potential. In a sense, I'm nowhere near even a closed or finished article. But that's a pressure in itself for me, because I'm like, I want to actualize this potential. I don't want to fall short. I don't want to have regrets when I'm older, do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I don't know what direction to turn. So sometimes I look to God and I say, God, just direct me, you know what I mean? I know some people are going to be like, oh, get yourself a mentor. And I'm like, listen, look, I want God to direct me, you know what I mean? I like God's direction. Because when he directs me, yeah, it works. But when man directs you, you've got too many chances of it going screw. But when God directs you, it works. And I've noticed that the times that I let God direct me in terms of even jobs and stuff, it works. It just works. I think also there's a pressure as well, in the sense of now females have got equal chance here. And let's be real, black females are killing the game. I've got to rate them. Oh my gosh. Black females, listen, I'll rate you. Like, spud me. Don't worry. Spud me. You know what I'm saying? Because black females have taken the game, yeah, and the adversity, bearing in mind that they're female and black. Like, it's like a double strike. And yet they are excelling at a phenomenal rate. You know what I'm saying? And I rate that. And because of that, yeah, that in itself creates a pressure. Like, imagine you're in a race and someone's running beside you and they're starting to outpace you. What does that make you do? It makes you strain. It makes you stress a little bit. Like, hey, I need to step on the gas a little bit here. You know what I'm saying? So that automatically creates its own little pressure in the sense of, look, I need to get my shit together. Like, I haven't got time. I need to focus on doing me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's kind of helped with the being single part, because when I got single this year, I kind of recalibrated and refocused. I was like, look, boom, okay, forget the marriage thing. Let's focus on what we need to do. Okay, you've got ideas in terms of YouTube, in terms of writing, in terms of spending time with God and developing your walk. Okay, let's focus on those things. And let's be 100% on those things. And I think when you're in a relationship, you kind of cool down on those things there. Do you know what I mean? Like, even this year I went to Germany, and let me tell you something, Germany was so lit. Oi, listen, Germany was lit, cuz, oi, Germany was a different style. Oh my gosh, Germany was mad. If you were there, you were there. You know what I'm saying? Some people's performance was abysmal. You know what I mean? Frankfurter, you know what I mean? Entering comatosis. Kiki, do you love me? Kiki, do you love me? Anyway, listen, if you're there, you get it. Madonna. Anyway, so yeah, I guess in that sense, like, being not a millionaire, it also puts pressure in terms of what you can do. And like, for me, I felt that pressure. And I think even when I was in a relationship, the person was talking to me about going on different holidays, and I was like, look, I ain't even got the house sorted. I haven't got money from the marriage. And for me, I'm a very focused, I'm a very targeted person. I need to hit certain things first before I think about going on holiday and having fun. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's how it works in my brain. But it's not always the case of how it has to work like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's where priorities lie. And I guess obviously for me, the pressure was the sense that, the pressure was in the sense of, like, I wanted to get those things sorted, like the house and the marriage sorted, before I thought about anything else. You understand? And I think by God's grace, like, having a single time right now has made me really kind of calibrate the way I do things, and made me actually push more in terms of being ambitious. So, you know, it's not a bad thing, but yeah, you know, 25 plus and you ain't got the P's that you want. When you see people are driving some expensive big cars, people have bought their first house, some people, like, you know, I've got their career job and that, and you're looking at yourself and you're looking at God and like, hey God, you want me to be in front of my peers, and look what they're doing. People are younger than me, cuz I'm moving weighty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here just doing YouTube videos which are not even blowing to 1,000 views. What's really going on? No, what's really going on? I've served you, and you're not bringing this thing to me. You're not expanding my territory. You're not enlarging me. You're not making me bigger than I want to be. You said you'll do exceedingly abundantly above what I could even imagine. But right now, I can imagine where I am. I'm not flowing the way I want to flow. You know what I mean? So, and again, that creates its own kind of pressure. With social media and the rise of having many voices accessible to you, I think one of the negatives I feel about being 25 plus and not a millionaire is the way that females talk about finances, talk about males that don't do certain things. And it's often females. You'll notice that males don't talk on the subject. We don't really talk on finances as a subject. But females are talking hella loads when it comes to the subject. And they're talking about males. Not talking about themselves, they're talking about males. When I watch my TL, the amount of things that people say concerning males and finances, no wonder why males want to sometimes go and shop weed and shop money and shop weed and shop drugs, because that shuts them up. And let's be real, that shuts women up, because he earns. Yeah, he earns a certain amount, good amount of money. Like, this is what, you know what I'm saying? That ultimately goes, he's a provider. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he's good. So I guess in some shape or form, the finances do play a part in shaping your manhood, or even being invested in the image of your manhood. And being not a millionaire at that time, 25 plus, you think to yourself, when would I get in a job where I earn a good amount and I'm comfortable? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, comfortable might be the wrong word, but when am I going to be feeling okay? Because if you're deep London, yeah, someone has to move into London, you need to be earning 50, 60k at least. Without that, fam, it's not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that how money answers all things money has a big role to play in terms of making decisions, even within a relationship, but in life in general. Where can you go, where you can't go? Money has that power to decide that. A lot of people, we put success down to finances. We dictate, or we measure success by finances, how much money you got. If you got a lot of money, then you're successful. And I think in some ways, I haven't got a lot of money, so I'm not successful. And that does play in my mind, where I'm like, I'm not successful. I'm 25 plus, not a lot of money in the account. I'm not successful. But when you deep your story and your situation, where you've come from, like for instance, I worked at McDonald's for 6 years. I'm now in banking, personal banking, and looking to move into another arena where I would earn more money. And you have to think about it, God did that. Not me, God did that. You know what I'm saying? And when you deep that, then you start to realize, okay, stop comparing myself. And I think that's one of the hardest things, because obviously we compare ourselves to other people, and that's where the pain comes from. Because we see other people moving weighty, and we're like looking at going, how come they're moving weighty and I can't move? How come my purse is not increased? My wallet has not increased. But meanwhile, you. That's sometimes I have to even calm myself about this YouTube. Like, some people start YouTube a month in and they've got 2,000 hits, and I'm like sitting there like, oh God, maybe I'm just chatting doo-doo. Maybe I'm not good at this YouTube game. And I look at some people and I'm like, what are they doing that's different from mine? I said, nothing. It's just grace. You see, it's just grace. And if you've not blown, it's because there's lessons God wants to teach you first. Keep making good quality content, you eventually will get there. Do you get me? So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, cool, chill. And comparison is a thief of joy. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of understand it like that, and I go, look, I may not be a millionaire right now, but I'm working towards being successful in my own right, in my own measure, in my own understanding. And so I will get there eventually. You will get there eventually. I just wanted to share my thoughts on being 25 and not a millionaire at the moment. So, guys, Little Black Book, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lean? Let's get it, team. I appreciate you. Stay blessed, locked and loaded. Heaven forever. Yeah.